Hi guys, and welcome back to my video. I have a new video up for you guys today. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about the future for the next series of Bond films, I guess. Because as of yesterday and today, it's official that Daniel Craig is done. He's done. He's returning his Walter PBK and the keys to the Aston Martin DB5. it, it turns out that he turned down almost 129 million to play Bond again. And I don't know whether that's a ballsy move or a stupid move. I know the dude has money, but you know, that's a pretty meaty check. That's a beefy check right there. And I know in the past, I know I did a video on Spectre, and he quoted, well, he said that he rather slit his wrists again than playing. He rather slit his wrists than playing Bond again, and and at that time I said maybe he's just tired, maybe he just needs to rest, a bit before returning. But I guess it's official. I don't know, if it's a publicity stunt or what's up, or maybe he is just tired. But what he's doing right now, it's kind of reminding me of what uh what Sean Connery did back in the '60s. That "You Only Live Twice" was his last movie. Because he didn't get along with the crew members and directors. But Spectre, was supposedly the send off for him, but towards the end, there's a little clip where he teases that he'll be back, that he wasn't done, but I guess it is, I guess he is done. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss him. He was a pretty legit James Bond, He hasn't been a Bond this cool since Connery, I mean, granted, I like all the Bonds, but I don't know. His style was just, I haven't seen a style like that since Connery, But he's gone, that's it. It's over. Well, who knows until when? Maybe he will be back. Who knows? But the offer's open, and they're looking for the next Bond. And I think that Michael Fassbender would be pretty good, actually. Looking back on X-Men First Class, we kind of got an idea of what he would do if he was in a James Bond position, and he really does have the style of a classic secret agent, and it looked like that's what they were trying to go for in this new series, starting with Skyfall, that the old ways were the best and try to keep it basic. And also, people were saying that Idris Elba would be pretty good, and I think it would be pretty interesting to see a change, and I mean, the dude's pretty awesome, He has quite a hefty resume, Pacific Rim, and I believe he did one of the Ghost Rider movies. But I think it would be kind of cool to see him as James Bond. I think he would actually carry on the Daniel Craig brutality of fist to fist combat, I think. Also, he would also be a good villain too. But also, talking about villains, and also could also actors that could play villains and probably play Bond. I think Benedict Cumberbatch could be good as both. Probably a villain more, but as both, I think it'd be kind of cool to see him uh, be a part of the Bond franchise. I mean, he's currently busy doing Doctor Strange, but who knows? Maybe they could talk to him, and maybe we'll get a glimpse of how he would look as Bond. I mean, we kind of got a brutal sense of him in Star Trek Into Darkness as Khan. Talking about Bond villains, one that was pretty cool, and may he rest in peace, but never got a chance to do it, and I think he would be pretty cool to do it. Alan Rickman. Sadly he's no longer with us, but I think he would be pretty cool as a Bond villain. He would have been a cool Bond villain. And also with Alan Rickman, I think Jeremy Irons would be pretty good as a Bond villain too. I think they should reach out to Jeremy Irons and ask if he wants to be a Bond villain or something. And also, I don't know why, but I think Bowie would be a pretty good Bond villain too, but rest in peace as well. But I think it would be kind of too on the nose if he was a Bond villain. Or James Bond himself. I think it would be kind of too on the nose, and it would throw people off, I think, but Bowie would be pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I recently saw his cameo on Zoolander, and I thought it would be cool. As a villain, also, this actor, no one really throws him around, but Anthony Stewart Head, Giles from Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. We kind of got an idea of how he would be as a villain, but he was more of a tormented soul, in Repo the Genetic Opera. And he was pretty cool, and I think he would be a pretty cool Bond villain. Or James Bond himself, give Anthony Stewart Head a shot, man. I want to see him in more things. James Bond movie or something. I was trying to look for the wizard GIF from Buffy where he comes out dressed as a wizard, because that part's pretty funny. And oh, found it. There it is. But yeah, Anthony Stewart Head would be a pretty cool Bond villain, in my opinion. Call him up. MGM and Ion Productions. Ion Productions. Also, I forgot the name of this actor, but a pretty good Bond villain too would be the guy that played Nikki's brother with the British accent. He also came out in The Amazing Spider-Man as Doc Connors. I think he would be a pretty cool Bond villain too, or James Bond himself. But James Bond has been known for that iconic voice, and he would have a pretty cool voice. Same with Anthony Stewart Head. Um, a lot of people were talking about Tom Hardy to get him as Bond, but they say he's too difficult. And I don't know. He may be a young Bond, a big, not a big Bond, but a buff built Bond, and I think that'd be pretty interesting to see. But who knows. Also, as a villain or as Bond himself, keeping the blonde thing going on. I think, I think the guy that played Vision in Avengers: Age of Ultron, he also did the voice of Jarvis, um, in Iron Man. I think he'd be pretty cool. But who knows? Only time will tell. It's a mystery at the moment, and we'll see. Hopefully, Ion Productions and MGM and Sony take their time on this and really, really really think about it, who they choose next, and hopefully it'll be good. But funny thing, I went on Daniel Craig's IMDb page, and Bond 25 was announced, and he's still on there, rumored, to be James Bond. I guess, they haven't taken that down yet, or that's still a mystery, and there's no official date. So who knows? Maybe they'll probably get him as a cameo, passing on the torch to someone else. Who knows? And thanks again, guys, for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I would highly appreciate it. And thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I would like to hear what you guys think. Who would you want as the next James Bond or next villain, or even what would be a good storyline? What would be the next storyline? Will they continue to track down Spectre, or will it be a new villain? Who knows? I would like to hear from you guys. And thanks again, guys.